A soldier suddenly realized in horror that an elite Indian army unit was emerging from the tall grass and moving toward their position. He hurriedly reported the situation to his superior, who immediately ordered artillery fire on the grass. The cannon fire instantly engulfed the area, inflicting heavy casualties on the Indians hiding within. After the bombardment ended, the officer dispatched a small squad to inspect the scene. Due to the tall and thick grass, the soldiers could only advance slowly. Unexpectedly, the Indian troops suddenly launched an attack, catching the squad off guard and forcing them to turn and flee. Soldiers in the position promptly counterattacked with mortars, but the Indians, braving heavy machine gun fire, charged into the trenches and successfully captured the position thanks to their numerical superiority. This was an Indian National Army unit under Japanese command, which the Japanese used as shock troops and cannon fodder on the battlefield. Subsequently, this Indian unit drove the British forces into retreat all the way until March 1944, when they were deployed to the Impul front line, marking the beginning of their nightmare. With the Japanese supply lines stretched too thin, food shortages plagued the Indian National Army. Not only were they underfed, but they were also forced to dig trenches and build fortifications for the Japanese. In contrast, the British and Indian coalition forces enjoyed ample airdrop supplies. The Japanese commander at the time greatly admired Genghis Khan and sought to emulate his strategy of living off the land and conquering without relying on logistical support. However, he did not anticipate the onset of the rainy season in the jungle, which led to the spread of various infectious diseases, causing continuous casualties among the Indian troops. The Indian National Army had to resort to eating leaves to survive, managing to hold on for 3 months. As the Japanese suffered repeated defeats on the battlefield, they decided to withdraw from the Southeast Asian theater, leaving the Indian National Army to fight alone. To survive, they stumbled out of the rainforest, supporting each other, and took refuge in war ruins. This Indian National Army thus became rebels. Soon, an armored force composed of British and Indian coalition troops arrived to suppress them. When the British forces crossed a bridge, the Indian National Army detonated explosives, initiating the battle. The British sent Indian soldiers to the front while they stayed behind. Fierce fighting broke out in the ruins. With the firepower advantage of their tanks, the British forces overwhelmed the Indian troops, eventually capturing them all. After the Japanese announced their surrender, the Indian National Army was labeled as traitors. They were brought to military court on charges of waging war against the British Empire. Following the judge's verdict, most officers were sentenced to execution by firing squad, while the enlisted soldiers were all imprisoned.